I'm Lisa and today I am making a shaker dashboard for my small personal daily planner. I am going to be using the DIY kit from the Make It, and this was put together for us by Geraldine. I will leave Geraldine's link below. She is also doing a video and a blog post to collaborate with me, so please do check her out. She's absolutely wonderful. You probably know her already and she's hugely inspiring, so please do go and take a nose at her channel. I've got lots of bits and pieces here laid out that I need to use. I always find it easier to have everything out on my desk ready for when I start creating it. It's just easier to create when you've got everything here. So I've got my hole punch to do the holes. I've got the little DIY kit. I've already opened that up. It came with a postcard that I made and a cello bag. These beautiful sequins that Geraldine's put together. I've got some papers from the kit, there we go, and I've got a border punch, washi tape from the kit, and I've also got needle and thread and a paper piercer as well. So let's get started. I want to make a dashboard for the start of June, and I'm going to be using this shaker style, and I want to create a border to go on the back. I think I'm going to start with this first, and what I want to do is I'm going to pierce the holes along in the shape of the ice cream and sew along and then pop all the cute little sequins inside. So to start with, I'm going to use my paper piercer and go along the outside of the ice cream all the way along. This will then hold the sequins in place. Now I've gone around the outside. I have used a pencil just to define the lines of the ice cream. I've got my needle and thread and I'm going to start at the bottom here. Just to secure the end, I'm going to use a small piece of tape and that will hold my thread in place. I do want it to go along all the way to the bottom, so I'm just going to start that stitch off down there and then continue all the way up. Like I said, this will keep the sequins in place. It means that they won't escape to the other part of the postcard, and I'm just going to continue and sew the whole lot up along the lines. Okay, I've just made a mistake and I thought it would be a really good one to talk over with you. I got rather distracted. I'm so easily distracted. I've been happily sewing, sat watching a lovely YouTube channel on how to organise your pantry, your larder, and I've carried on sewing. I meant to leave a gap at the top to be able to pop the sequins in. So I am going to need to improvise. I am taking my sequins now and I am placing them down that other slot. There we go. Oh, it's all a bit tight in there now. I haven't given myself much space. I think I've got too many as well. See, this is what happens when you don't concentrate. I want to push them all in there. Okay, a couple more come away. There we go. And the idea being that if I push them all in here, I can then carry on sewing. But this wasn't the original plan. The original plan was obviously to leave the gap at the top and then be able to slide the sequins in. So I am now going to be sewing to one side. That little one really doesn't want to go in. And I've got to keep my card now upright so that I can continue sewing down there. I will show you when I'm done. So I'm almost done. The last little bit of sewing now, and I've managed to contain all those sequins down that end. I'm so dozy. I'm so easily distracted and then I forget completely what I was supposed to be doing. So the last couple of stitches and my shaker pocket is done. Let's finish that off. Ta-da! And Geraldine included some ephemera in there as well. There we go, that's rather cute, isn't it? So I'm going to just secure the thread at the back. We don't want that hanging down. I'm going to tidy up my workspace and then I'm going to get to turning this into a dashboard. Obviously I need to secure the end down. So I'm going to trim our end here just very tidily so it's the same. That one's fine. And so you can see I've got my dashboard. I'm quite pleased with that. Tidy up time now. I now need to create a page that will hold the dashboard or the shaker card, and I want it to look pretty. It's going to be needing to be not too big that it hangs outside of my planner, so I haven't got too much room to play with, and I'm also going to need to put holes in. So I'm going to use a little bit of this. I can use it then top and bottom as well. I am just going to measure that up very, very slightly so that I know where to cut. I can stick that on there. I want to stretch the pink to make it longer to fit the page. So I'm going to cut the page in half, and I'm going to add, should I do green or blue? Let's add some green for a bit of extra colour. So I'm going to be adding some of the green. This can then go on top. It makes it a larger page, and that will then cover the whole part there. Just checking to see where I'm at. I'm going to be adding a border along there, and I've left myself a small amount of the green around the outside, and I've got the piece in the middle. I've trimmed that down, so I've got the border at the base, and I can now add that along the bottom there, and that will give me the length that I wanted. I've decided to add quite a cute trim, so I'm using one of my border punches. I really like the EK Success border punches. They are my absolute favorites. They're just so quick and easy to use, and they are really easy. I found with some of the other punches, it's just not clean, and they don't press down very well. Just trim off any of those tiny little extra bits, and I'm going to add that along the bottom. So that's the dashboard there, and that fits perfectly now, and I need to attach that. I just wanted to keep the planner out so that I can check the sizes the whole time. I'm just going to be using double-sided tape on the back here. I use double-sided tape for just about everything. I've managed to rip off some of the cellophane bag there, and that can now stick in place. Making sure that's reasonably centered, but I'm leaving a little bit more space on the side because I want to add the holes. I'm also going to be adding the washi tape that came in the kit, that along there, and then I can trim off the excess at the sides. I love those colours, they're such happy colours. And now to make sure I get the holes right, I'm using the planner page for my size guide, and then I can use my big bite whilst I hold the page in place. I've got some of the thin strips left over from the paper I was cutting. I spotted the green one and it gave me an idea, so I've cut up more. I tend to use this planner here as a forward blog planner, or generally a forward planner. I get my from Cocoa Daisy, and I don't always have them on time. They are because I'm part of the design team, I get sent them literally at the end of the month, so sometimes they're not quite there in time for me, so I need to have a forward planner. I use this then to put other dates in the diary, plus it fits in my handbag better than my big desk A3 planner. So I'm just going to pretty up these pages as well while I'm at it. I've just got the thin strips here. I think it'll be easier if I take this out, and I'm just using a bit of PVA glue, as you can see, and I'm just sticking these on. Yeah, my page is starting to look a bit prettier now. Let's move that out of the way. Added those strips. I have cut using a circle punch, and from a piece of the scrap paper I have cut a little circle here, and I am going to pop that on there, a little heart near at the top, and just slide that in there, keeping over the top. I'm going to do another one down here. To add, these are the stickers that came in the kit from Beautiful Planning, and I'm going to put one of those in there, and I might add a little reminder for the week there just to keep me intact. I'm going to use little memos as well for some daily to-dos. This will be all my online planning. I'm finding actually having a forward planner so I can use it for holidays and like I said, work, social media. It's really working well for me. I think I may move this actually. I'll just pop that there for now. It looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I'm going to use some more of the sequins along the bottom here. Just a little blob of glue, and then I've got some of the sequins here, and I'm going to add one. These are such beautiful colours. Just give you a little close-up. So I've got the sequins running across the bottom there. I've got this week set up. I will obviously need to do the next page as well. I'm also going to be using the stars. It's a starburst stamp that came or comes with the kit. It's our first exclusive stamp, and this was the sample that was sent to me actually that I'm using, and I am going to use it on each part, alternating it. I love this starburst, it's so cute. Might just leave it at that. This time though I used double-sided sticky tape, so I can pop that like that. I did find actually that this is a Webster's page planner, that it fits perfectly, that stamp, in, I will show you actually, that it fits perfectly down the bottom there. I really like that. It's such a cute little stamp to use. Okay, I'm more or less done. I've added the giant paper clip there, the planner clip, to my page. There we go. Isn't that cute? With the charm at the bottom there. The colours go really well with my kit, with my planner. And then we've got my shaker dashboard as well. Those sequins aren't quite stuck. And that's my planner. I hope you've enjoyed this today. I think that's a lovely start for June, and I cannot wait to start using my planner now. It looks so colourful when I open it. Thank you for joining me today. Like I said, please do go and check out Geraldine. She's absolutely wonderful, and I will leave the link to her below. Thank you very much for joining me today. I will see you soon.